Welcome back to the beginner's guide in Satisfactory. Last episode we made fixed site trigons, and now we need the other component to get Mark 6 belts, and that is the time crystals. So we're going to put down a converter, and I'll plop that maybe right here. Why not? And so what we can do is we can get time crystals right from here. It requires some diamonds. Diamonds are made in the particle accelerator. And so let's plop that down. Maybe right here. And that should fit nicely within here. It's a nice, beautiful machine. So diamonds are made here. That requires 600 coal and it produces 30 diamonds. So if we come down here, what is that doing? I'm gonna blow it up. So we're only taking 12 diamonds. If we triple overclock this, that'll be 30. We'll make 15 time crystals. Nice and simple, right? Seems like it's nice and simple. So we needed coal. And to get 600 coal, you could do a normal or a pier. And what do you know? I happen to have a pier over here. And so I put a Mark 3 miner on there. I triple overclocked it, so it's actually spitting out 1200. I don't need 1200 yet. Once we get Mark 6 belts, I'll actually use it. But yeah, all we have to do, and literally all we have to do, is connect it to power, and we're good to go. Basically, that's it. So let me just bring some power through here, and we'll connect her up just off the wall, and now we're just gonna create diamonds. It's that easy. It really is. And so from here, we'll bring this down. We'll actually just keep it on the ceiling. That's fine. Because what I want to do is when I get an opportunity, I'm actually going to double this. I want to put a splitter to this, and we'll connect these up. So the only thing we can do for now is this. We'll have to bring power across as well. So we'll just do the same thing. We'll hook up power there. And then we'll just connect the power up. And we'll make time crystals. This is all it took. That's time crystals for you. We did time crystals in 3 minutes. Really, really easy. So now we wait until we get enough stuff. So while we wait for that stuff to collect, we can just select peak efficiency. And we need 5,000 aluminum sheets and 10,000 iron plates. Hey, look at that. I got 5,000 aluminum sheets. And look at that. There's 5,000 plates. There's another 5,000 that I can't grab. All of it. We'll dump that in. And we'll grab the rest. And we'll dump that in. That's peak efficiency. Half of it done. So now we just need the time crystals and the fixed site trigons. And when we're done with that, we'll have Mark 6 belts. And we'll be able to produce more stuff. Which is gonna be exciting. And since this episode's pretty short, I will show you the rocket fuel power plant that I finished building at the end of this episode. So if you want to see that, stick around. I will show that to you at the end. Let's go collect enough trigons and time crystals, and we can go turn in peak efficiency and upgrade everything. Alrighty, we have enough. So let's go submit it. And we can get Mark 6 conveyor belts, which is going to be awesome, by the way. That means we can extract the maximum amount from anything ever. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna have a good time with that. So, here we go. Mark 6 conveyor belts. Are we ready? Because I am. Boom, done. Peak efficiency.
Milestone.
Which means we can now extract 1,200 resources per minute. Which is insane. But it does require fixite trigons and time crystals to make it. Which is the most, well, technically it's the most expensive belt. Because everything else just takes one item. Like alkali aluminum sheets or encased industrial beams. This actually requires 2. So, there's that. But it's fine. The other thing we can do now is we can actually double our time crystal production. Because we are actually extracting 1,200 from the coal over there. But the problem is I probably don't have enough time crystals to be able to do this properly. So we're going to have to kind of do this in stages. Yeah, 51 isn't really going to get us very far, especially since that little stretch right there is 26. So yeah, this is going to take a while to actually fully upgrade. So I'm going to work on upgrading these lifts. I'm going to work on upgrading the whole entire belt line because we have to go all the way over there. Which is fine. It's fine. It's just going to take a while. It's just going to take a while. That's all it's going to do. I'm going to let that build up. Let's take a look at what we can do in the next episode. We should definitely do SAM fluctuators. That might be a next episode thing. The next thing we should do is quantum encoding, because that will get us superposition oscillators and neural quantum processors, which we will need for the other 2 milestones. So that's actually doable. That's actually doable. That's really simple. Let's do it, except I didn't grab turbo motors, because why would I? I also didn't grab supercomputers, because why would I? I need 400 of these bastards. And the turbo motors, I need 200 of those. Because I like to waste my time, apparently. 400, there we go, beautiful. Boop, boop, and boop. Quantum encoding. Milestone done. We have 2 milestones left. You would think we are getting close to the end. But the reality is, we still got a ways to go. So, the quantum encoder. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Look at how big this machine is. Like, that is huge. So, if we're looking here. Yeah, okay. So we can make an expansion server. That is a space elevator part. We can make superposition oscillators. Look at that. That's insane. This looks confusing. It's not that bad, I promise. Neural quantum processors. Look at that. That looks insane. It's not that bad, I promise. Oh, look, time crystals are needed for that. Good. I was wondering. The Fixonium fuel rod, this is for when I do nuclear power, which is going to be after this series. If you want to learn how to do nuclear power, Grottos actually has a pretty good video on it. Go check out Grottos for that. I will be doing the largest nuclear power plant that I can possibly build in the game, based on the nodes. And then here's the synthetic power shard. I do not know, or I've never made these. But that is time crystals, dark matter crystals, quartz crystals, and excited photonic matter. That's a lot easier than I thought it'd be. So this excited photonic matter seems like it'd be really complicated, doesn't it? I can't even show you, but anyways, it's really not. It's made out of thin air, which is kind of annoying, actually. Alrighty, Mark 6 conveyor belts are fully upgraded and ready to go. We are pushing 1200 per minute. Let's go upgrade our time crystal factory so we can double our production. So all we have to do, and to make this simple, all we have to do, since we're bringing in 1200, is we can just put 2 power shards in here, double it, 1200 per minute. So now that will work efficiently. And then all we have to do here is drop that in, power it up, and now we have a reason to utilize Mark 6 belts. And these machines are extremely loud, just so you're aware. They're extremely loud. But that is it. Time crystals. Just coal. That's it. Look at how fast that is. Look at how insane those Mark 6 belts are. You can't even keep up with how fast they're going. Like, let's put this into perspective here. This is 1200 per minute, right? You divide that by 60, that's 20 items per second flying by. That's a number that's fathomable. Like, just imagine 20 things flying by you every second. So there we go. We have fixed site trigons. We have time crystals. And now, all we have to do is finish the game. These are literally the 2 basic building blocks of the Tier 9. These basically get us through the rest. The SAM fluctuators is also part of it. I think in the next episode we'll probably do SAM fluctuators because we will need to make those. And then from there, we can work on like neural quantum processors or superposition oscillators. We could do a bunch of things. So we're almost there. We have a few episodes left still, but we are getting there. All right, there it is, the rocket fuel power plant. Looks pretty cool so far, huh? I love what I did. Oh man, this was fun. Yeah, I'll go through each of them so I can show you what's going on here. Alright, so here's the crude oil building. Just did some foundations with windows. Wasn't too difficult. And then I did a little funky roof pattern as well. I didn't want to overcomplicate it, so that's what I ended up doing for that one. I needed something that was repeatable and simple to do, so that's what I came up with. And I like it. I like the pattern that I came out with. And then here is the fabric that we built. I tried to do something a little more unique and have more stepped areas. So that's what I came up with. I like it. I think it's pretty good. So hopefully you like it. Over there, that's the compacted coal. I decided to go with kind of like a triangular prism building, and I think it's cool. It's definitely unique. So that's what I ended up doing here. No lights on the inside because it's all glass ceilings anyways, so whatever. This one's probably the simplest one I did, and I think it's fine. I think simple is good sometimes. There's no need to overcomplicate some buildings. Sometimes you just need to keep it simple. And then speaking of not keeping it simple, there's this one. And this one's actually directly inspired by one of the other buildings that I built back at the hub. So it's the big concrete pillars with the small concrete pillars in between to kind of create this like mesh looking effect. I really like it. I love this wall type. I don't put windows in between because it honestly really doesn't need windows, so I can just fly through. I didn't put any lights in here yet. That is on my to-do list. And the water pumps on the outside, they're just sitting on the outside, so I guess whatever. The turbo fuel, I actually used, I got another, like I used these steel beams and windows. This is actually from another building in the hub. I figured, hey, if I have it, I might as well use it. So that's what I did. I used it. And I think it adds a lot of depth, and it kind of gives that, like, siding effect. I like that siding effect on it. That's pretty cool. And this one actually does have windows, so I can smack my face into it. Bonk. And then the new rocket fuel stage. I actually designed a new wall type for this one. I wanted to try something out. So, this is the steel frame wall. And I'll isolate this so you can kind of see what's going on here. So I put in a cable right in the middle, a braided cable. And then I put a big frame pillar right around it. And then on the sides are the small pillar supports. And I just did a repeating pattern of that. I like this one. This one's cool. So that's what we're doing here. And then the white outline I think looks really good. So that's what this building looks like. And then I built a custom wall for this one as well. This is a, I called it rocket fuel wall. But basically, I'll slap this up here. Basically, it's just an inverted window. So it juts out on one end and the window's on the outside, and then it comes back and puts the window on the inside. So that's what I ended up doing here. This took a lot of materials, but yeah, I like it. And I tried to make it orange and black and yellow. I think that's a pretty good combination. So hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like what I did. I like what I did. That's really all that matters, honestly, is that I like it. Oh, and then for these corners, I had to custom build a little corner piece here, which I think really ties this whole thing together. I think it looks really cool. I like it. But I can finally say the rocket fuel power plant is mostly complete. I could put some lighting on the inside. I didn't do that on some of them, but for the most part, this is like 98% complete. I could put some roofs, like some different style roofs on it. I didn't do that, so a lot of them are flat. Like that one's just flat. If I put something on top, that'd be cool. I could maybe try to design like a rocket. I don't know if I'll actually do that, but it's just an idea. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. So, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Hope I helped you in any way, shape, or form. And I'll see you in the next one.